Requesting Manoj Yadav to come on the stage. Building future maritime workforce in line with our RPSLs and MTIs. Your dialogue today has enlightened us. As a token of appreciation from IMF and FSUI, small moment, please accept it. Thank you, Dr. Altaf. Now I request Mr. Alex to come and introduce our next eminent speaker coming, Mr. Manoj Yadav.
Good evening, everyone. Let me introduce Mr. Manoj Yadav, General Secretary at FSUI India. Manoj Yadav, a seafarer leading as a General Secretary of FSUI, representing a 7-decade-old union registered in 1956. He joined FSUI 20 years back as member of FSUI, and his long history of struggle, internal as well as external. As managed, he took up a union with more than 25,000 of seafarers. He has long been elected in ITF, Inland Navigation Team and South Asia in 2022, as representing Indian Inland Section at a large scale too. Manoj Yadav is a secretary to the Port Federation, WTFI and may other association representing general works, import, corporation, rig works and offshore as well. His work during COVID and the families of seafarers who died in the cyclone Takitaka are commendable. From seafarers to the leader, Manoj has worked hard to support the needy. For him, human life is most important than anything. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together and welcome Mr. Manoj Yadav.
Thank you very much. Respected dignitaries, our chief guest, Brother Dr. Asif Altaf, dear sir, and all RPSL and institutes representatives. Today we are here to speak on one of the important topics. That's too during the time of crisis, what we are facing from last 3 months in Hormuz Strait. It is quite unfortunate that when we are trying to reach or trying to achieve our goals by 2030 or by 2047 as declared by Government of India, we are stepping back due to the crisis. We already lost dozens of our Indian seafarers in last 3 months for the reason they had nothing to do with. It's a geopolitical situation which badly hit mainly the Indian seafarers. When it comes to the numbers, I believe we are more than 50% of the global seafarers who lost their lives. There are lots of challenges. As Brother Asif has said, we are already facing amendment from last 3 years, but still we are moving ahead with a positive gesture, positive thoughts, and we have achieved so many milestones in last 5 to 10 years. Now Indian seafarers are recognized very well at global platform, and we are working in line with the upcoming challenges, accepting those wholeheartedly, whether it is a green fuel energy, whether it is automation, whether in terms of the challenge like abandonment. So my submission on this, as this seminar is organized by both of us jointly, so rather than going to criticism, I would like to say some positive gestures that how we will take it forward. We have a challenge of green fuel where Madam Aishwarya have touched those areas that it needs large number of education. I believe IMO has issued a notice to educate more than 4,50,000 seafarers by 2030. And where we stand today, we are in mid of 2026 and hardly few years left. We have not yet officially started, although I think we are waiting for the initial draft from the IMO also in those lines. But still, here we have institutions, so I believe in a joint team as FSUI IMF, we'll try to take it forward as soon as the initial draft will come out from the IMO, subjected to their final draft, because it is not a one-day job and it will take time. If you want to compete in the global market, then we have to think today and then we'll reach tomorrow. Coming back to abandonment, as we are closely working on those areas, and I can clearly say most of the seafarers who all are joining the ship are not aware whether the ship is abandoned, whether the ship is dead ship, unhealthy ship, because they are more focused to get those 9 months experience, whether it is a dead ship, whether it is an abandoned ship. So they are more focused to get that 9-month criteria by paying huge amount of money, so many places. And that is the area where they are getting badly tracked. We can easily find out in so many rural part of the country, hundreds of institutions, not approved institutions, and those seafarers are getting badly trapped. The reason is very clear. I believe more than 42% of our population, less than 25 years of age, undergraduate, are unemployed. So that's the area where these people are targeting, showing the bright future, adventurous life, and the seafarers are getting badly trapped. So who will correct it? The question is who will correct it? DG office, DSCO office, Ministry of Shipping. Then what we will do, how we will take it forward. I believe 26, after 23, that COVID, I believe 26 is the year where we have received multiple of notices, circular, order, just to restrict all those things what are happening to stop this abandonment. But frankly speaking, how much it is working, as you just heard from Brother Asif, numbers are still increasing. So we have to work together collectively rather than going and showing our full dependency on the administration. We saw, in spite of 24/7 call center available in DG office, touchwood we also work 24/7. Multiple of nights I was not sleeping and continuously coordinating with the seafarer who were there in Hormuz Strait. And presently out of 13, I can assure more than 9 families are in direct contact with us and we are taking it forward their grievances. So all the teams are working. DG Shipping have also expressed that more than 3,000 phone calls, multiple of mails. I was coordinating with Indian Embassy in Oman, the same figure. So jointly we are working, but still we lost many of our seafarers. So the challenge is very big. Unless we will not work jointly in a team, we are not going to achieve anything, whatever you are thinking. Administration is binded by rules. They will follow the norms. If you will not comply or you will fail to comply, they will immediately block your RPSL. That also affect. We have already raised this issue. That is not a good sign because the shipping company is not recruiting one seafarers. And if one seafarer is getting abandoned, what about those 100 who are getting the regular pay or who are getting the regular job and all their social securities? So that's the thing that can be corrected, but that has to be collectively raised by our team. We hope in the upcoming days, jointly IMF and FSUI will definitely take it forward. And I'm more focused by understanding the challenges into the global shipping. So what kind of challenges I have already expressed, the green fuel education, how to educate our people. Then the second is automation is also one of the tasks coming forward. So many things as AI has already taken over. You have heard of from Dr. Asif Altaf. So what are the challenges where we stand today? Coming back to the social security of the seafarers, maximum number of the RPSL who are recruiting these seafarers are not getting the welfare contribution from their employer, the smaller one. Mainly the people who all are working in the Middle East or the Persian Gulf. They are paying from their pocket that 600 or 400 the welfare contribution, and later on they are collecting from the seafarer. So that has to be understood by both the parties, including administration as well as the seafaring side. And we assure on behalf of Forward Seamen's Union of India, having our branches nearly at 12 ports, stand together when it comes to the development, when it comes to the improvement, when it comes as a joint venture, and definitely we are sure together we can achieve that goal along with the administration too. Again, coming back to the challenges, here we have Captain Vinay Gupta ji. I would like to just remind him, during the initial time when this war accelerated, we had a Zoom call meeting with all the RPSL holders. He was the first man asking me, he asked DG Shipping to just deploy some naval force to protect the vessels. That time nobody would have taken that consideration, but later on the government came with the same decision, sending the naval force to those areas. So that's kind of idea. That kind of idea will come out when we will work jointly together. Again, we have requested our government, Honorable Prime Minister, by sending that in our country we have a team like NDRF, which are ready to meet any sort of challenges. But challenges like today although we have a system for the national flag vessel, but it is not enough. More than 80% of the Indian seafarers are working on the foreign flagship. Securing our national asset, national flagship is our responsibility, our duty. We are bound to that. But what about the employment? What about the numbers of employment on foreign flag vessel? So the people who all are working on the foreign flag vessel cannot be left abandoned, cannot be left unsupported. And just imagine all those seafarers who all were working on the foreign flagship lost their lives. So somewhere I believe this is the high time for the government as well to form a committee, including the naval force, including the Ministry of External Affairs, including the shipping ministry, including the other authority as well, to meet such type of challenges. If I have to reach to the Indian embassy, then I have to reach to DG office will reach to Ministry of Shipping, the shipping will reach to the Ministry External. And then I just wanted to share a story about the vessel Marivax. The vessel got attacked nearly 1:30 hours during the daytime, Indian time. I received a call at 2:07 p.m. and by the time we started the flagging the issue, they have released all their SOS measures by sending SAR, TIPA. They have activated everything, although they lost their lifeboats, and they were continuously speaking with me over video call from the forecastle of the ship. That was the time when we tried to reach out each and every authority, but trust me, the support reached nearly 4 o'clock. Means 1:30 to 4 o'clock, they were waiting for their support from the, and hardly they were 15 nautical mile from the island. So this gap, later on I got a message from commanding office commander something from Gurugram, Haryana somewhere, that we have a setup XYZ. But if I am not aware, if the industry is not aware about that, to whom to contact? Luckily, all the seafarers got survived on that Marivax, but the day after, immediately Setabelo incident was happened and 3 people lost their life. So it's our duty, it's our challenge. Yes, we can ask assistant, administration is there, ministry is there, but trust me, until unless we will not step in or we will not take it forward, nothing is going to work out, whether in ministry will be ready to help us or not. So with this statement, I again request you all to let's come in a team, make a team, raise our voice and take it forward in terms of meeting the global challenges like the green fuel, meeting the global challenges like the atomization, and to avoid such type of blame or the black remark on, which has been already there in the name of abandonment. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manoj Yadav, for giving a lot of statistics and details about the present geopolitical situation. I request Captain KP Rajgopal and Mr. Nandakumar to come on the stage for presenting a memento on behalf of our IMF and FSUI to our Manoj Yadav ji. So please. Thank you. Now we have few speakers to address the gathering. Only request to all the speakers who are coming on board to confine in 6 to 8 minutes time, because already we are running, time is running out of our hands. Now I request Captain IVS Ramakrishna, who doesn't require any introduction here, but formally I will just say that Captain IVS Ramakrishna is founder principal of Ahmed City College and is active participant of MNOA as well as CMMI, and man always filled with full energy. Like by seeing him, we all will get inspired. And today's this wonderful gathering, his main reason is Captain IVS Ramakrishna. Because of his personal initiative, we could able to reach our targeted audience. Over to you, sir. Please come.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I thank IMF, FSUI for giving me this privilege, for giving me opportunity to talk on this platform. Once again, I welcome Dr. Syed, Mr. Manoj Yadav, Ms. Aishwarya, for choosing a team of future-ready maritime workforce. It is very apt as of now. It's a very current, debatable topic. People who spoke here, they have already touched upon the workforce, and mainly, I will be talking about the challenges which we are going to face in getting this workforce. Workforce, not only seafarers, we are talking about all together, right from unions, RPSL companies, and related personnel to keep the shipping industry going. Building a future-ready maritime force is generally based on Maritime India Vision 2030 and Amrit Mahakal of 2047. That is a centenary year of India's independence. What are we going to achieve by then? Now, we will have a look at the documents which Government of India has published. Amrit Mahakal Vision 2047 is having about 502 pages. 5 guiding principles, we'll touch upon it due to time constraints. I'll just show a slide, and then as and when we have time during the interaction, during dinner, maybe we can discuss more. They have taken about 300 initiatives in that. These are the 11 themes which we are going to talk about it. Each one has to be addressed for us to achieve the goal. Now, at the short term, we have MIB, that is 2030. For that, though it has been published in 2021, we have already crossed half line. And Mr. Manoj Yadav was mentioning about time is running out. We have to assess, we have to know where we are in now and how far we have to go. This is a Maritime India Vision 2030. Again, it contains 6 guiding principles, 10 key themes in 300 pages. Now, we are concerned about what MTIs and RPSLs are going to, how they can contribute in order to achieve this. In chapter 10, they have mentioned about RPSL companies and maritime education. We can discuss on each of the topic for a good time, but unfortunately, we have to run through it. Now, when we are talking about the workforce, it was a few minutes ago, it was mentioned that average life of a seafarer's profession is 5 to 10 years. We can spend any amount of resources in preparing someone, but if he is not going to be there for long, normally for a government official, we all know when he joins at the age of 25, he is going to be there in that industry for 35 years. Whereas we are talking of the seafarer's professional life as 10 years. In other words, we have to develop nearly 3 times to 4 times the workforce. For various reasons, seafarers are not continuing sailing. One reason which we can easily think of is during that 10 years they made enough money for a lifetime. Second is, all of us, that means including ship owners, ship managers, MTIs, RPSLs, unions, we have not made the seafaring profession an attractive one. When I represented Ahmed University for after plus 2 watt career guidance program, I have few slides I'll show you. Maybe we had to entice them, attract them, and once they come in, we should have the ways and means of retaining them. If the attrition rate is going to be high, we lose a lot of resources. Sourcing agents, and this what one of the things which I show in the plus 2 students. I showed them these photographs. I said shipping is very attractive. You can see me with my onboard ship swimming pool, son and daughter. And what we do at sea, we fly the kites in the middle of Pacific Ocean. And this is, again, many ship owners are not for family carriage. In this photo, I'm trying to show Bernard Schulte ship, that time known as Paramount Shipping, Eurasia then, now it is Bernard Schulte. 21 members and 8 supernumeraries. Now many of the companies, some of the ship managers are here, they have a requirement or rather restriction, not more than 2 ladies on board, not more than 2 supernumeraries on board, not less than 3 years, not less than 1 year child. But here I am trying to show about 8 supernumeraries as against 21 working force. We have to make it attractive. A seafarer, once you make a seafarer, he takes many shapes. Actually, he is a seafarer. In RPSL office, he guides the people. In MMD, same person becomes a regulator. In the IMO, yes, all our seafarers are there in IMO team. They take the form of they create the policies. Now we want to achieve 20% of our present 12% to 20%. And already earlier speakers have mentioned about alternate fuels, autonomous ships. In addition to that, we should work something on their mind also, with the psychologist also we need. And Dr. Sayed was mentioning 8 people working and 8 people taking rest. We should be ready for that. We can prepare for the, we have to prepare our people for such a time working schedules. Now we want the best of the officers. And let us take ship visit as one of the examples. There are many, we will take only one. I have been involved nearly for 25 years with the ship visits of the cadets and DP ratings. Hardly any master is allowing on board. And more especially if the master is Indian, he doesn't allow. It's easier to get permission from Philippine captain and Russian captain and Korean captain than Indian one. Okay, they cite various reasons. They say security level is 2, we are not allowed. Rules and regulations, we are very good at the rules and regulations. Finally, the net result is we are not in a position to train our boys well. In page 259 of Mahakal 2047, performance RPSL is also mentioned there, and their performance directly reflect, that has been spoken sometime before, it reflects the India's image. If we want our officers to be employed by foreign owners, we have to create a very good image. And I understand also today also they were mentioning that IMF is participating at the DGS policy decisions. All of us have to get together, make a forum, maybe vet ourselves, peer vetting, something like you have a tanker vetting, so that the standards will improve. Within the time limits, what has been given to me, this is what I could present to you, I could submit to you. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.